stuff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hi everyone, this is your girl Keisha from Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about college women's basketball today. We have started SEC play and the powerhouses are getting after it. I've been covering the LSU games. I did Texas versus South Carolina the other day and LSU versus Tennessee. And we've seen some great plays over the last week or so. But I wanted to get into talking about being clutch, about being the person that your team goes to down the stretch of the fourth quarter. Because so much about March Madness is, can you seize the moment? And when the pressure gets to its highest, can you handle that pressure? We all say pressure busts pipes and makes players not play their best. So when you're going through the frenzy of March Madness, you have to have clutch players. Clutch players, as defined for me, is people who consistently perform well under high pressure in critical moments toward the end of the game, when the outcome is on the rise, is going to be dictated by that last pass, that last block, that last shot. That person that your team can rely on to make that pivotal shot to get you the victory. Because why are these teams that are going through SEC play? SEC is a gauntlet, man. It's hard. It's a very physical conference, and you have to come to play every night despite rankings. LSU is ranked number 5. South Carolina is ranked number 2. Texas was ranked number 5 before they lost to South Carolina the other day. And Oklahoma, I believe, is ranked number 9. And I want to say Tennessee is either 15 or 16. So there's about 5 to 6 teams in the top 20 or so in the SEC. So once you're going through the SEC, you know you're in for this path should prepare you for March Madness. But every team has to have clutch players in basketball. So I want to highlight something Nikki Fargas broke down earlier today. She was talking about picking the clutch players in women's college basketball in the SEC. So let's take a look.
So many clutch moments just a couple days into conference play. And so we thought we'd put Nikki to the test. Your top 5 clutch players in the SEC. And let me tell you, we went back and forth in the studio on this.
Who we think we got at number 5?
Yeah, let me just say this. There were a lot of clutch players that I could have put up here. But right now, we're going to start with at number 5. We've got Tehina PaoPao of South Carolina.
Tehina PaoPao.
Somebody that can knock down the 3 ball. This young lady is shooting 40% from the 3-point line. So anytime that you look at the ball needs to get to a certain player for this South Carolina team, she is the one. She's the one that can also distribute the basketball. She's a player that can make plays for her teammates, but more importantly, she can score at a high level.
I think back to the SEC tournament last year.
Tehina PaoPao is a player who is averaging 11 points a game. She's shooting 49% from the field. And let me tell you, in that game versus Texas on Sunday that I called, Tehina PaoPao went through the first half of that game. She hadn't missed a shot, and she was pivotal for them down the stretch. You could always depend on her. She's a sure bucket. I know she's coming out in the draft, and people have been debating whether people should take her at 10 for Chicago or whether they should take her at 3. I've heard it all different kind of ways. Tehina PaoPao is a 5'9" guard. She is really good at what she do, and she is a bucket. And if you need something in the clutch, she's your girl.
Game on the
all right, let's see who they have at number 4.
For Tehina, But then Cardoso had an open look, and Dawn said, shoot it. That's not exactly what she said. But, hey, I like the clutch factor of Tehina. Who's number 4?
Okay, number 4. Coming in at number 4, I've got to have Georgia A. Moore.
Georgia A. Moore from Kentucky.
That can do a lot of things with the basketball, but also her ability to score the 3. I like the fact that she's also one of the best teammates out there because she's always looking to get her teammates involved. This young lady has got the Wildcats playing at such a high level. Be aware of how deep they possibly can go during March Madness.
Yeah, you talk about having another coach on the floor. It's a perfect description, and you probably want coach on the floor to.
Georgia A. Moore is a point guard from Kentucky. She's 5'6", but that doesn't make any difference. She's shooting 42% from the field, and she's averaging over 7 assists a game. So she sets up her team really well, and she's clutched down the stretch. Let's see who come in at number 3.
Have the ball in their hands if you need a clutch moment. Who's number 3?
All right, number 3, we're going to go with Aneesah Morrow. I
Leads the
although
beast.
she's a post player, I think you can run play action to her and get her the basketball. But even if you don't get her the basketball, she'll go get it and rebound it herself. But she has just been phenomenal for the LSU Tigers, averaging a double-double, 18 points and 14 rebounds. I don't know if anybody can stop this young lady, but her draft stock is just continuing to go higher and higher because she can do it all for this LSU Tigers.
I don't know that anyone has stopped her yet. And we were talking about it one of our last shows. It's not like she took the conference by surprise this year, right? Everyone knew she was coming, and she picked up right where she left off. So clutch. Number 2.
Aneesah Morrow is a forward from LSU who's averaging 18 points a game with 14 rebounds a game. She's shooting at a 54% clip, and she just crossed a career 2,500 points and 1,500 rebounds. It is phenomenal for a forward to put up 2,500 points and 15 rebounds in a career. Aneesah comes in at number 3 on their clutch player board.
All right.
Let's see who we got number 2.
I got to bring in my Tennessee Lady Vols.
Yeah.
Talisha, we were joking about
Talisha
Talisha
Gilbert
in my game, but my game is nowhere near her game. This young lady can like to run some kickback action, and she's spotting up, playing the 3, but this young lady fills the stat sheet also with her ability to also steal the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, look, you compared the 2 of y'all's games. I love Tehina Cooper, but you're my clutch. You're my clutch number 1 as we reveal who yours.
Tehina Cooper is from Tennessee. I mean, I seen her play against my LSU Tigers a couple of days ago, and she almost single-handedly brought them back in the 4th quarter. I watched her clutchness up close and personal. She's a 6-foot guard, and she's shooting at a 51% from the field, averaging 18 points a game, guys. She is a bucket on that Tennessee team. Let's see who's number 1.
My number 1. I wore a little purple today, so there's a little hint. I'm going to go with the LSU Tigers, Kailyn Gilbert.
2 Tigers.
Gilbert.
I know, but when you give her the basketball, like you
Clutch.
don't need all you need to do is just get out of the way. This young lady will go into her bag, and she can get to the rim at any point. In their win against Tennessee, she told Coach Moki, get me the ball.
Yeah.
And getting her the basketball, look what happened.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Certainly, this is a great list. All right. Literal time winding down buzzer beater. Is Kailyn Gilbert your number 1? We're jacking up a shot to win the game, or is there somebody else who you like from half court, maybe?
Well,
hey man, Kailyn Gilbert at number 1 is no shocker to me. She is clutch coming down in the 4th quarter. I watched her tell her coach and her teammates just give her the ball and let her go to work. And she hit the buzzer beater for us at the end of that Tennessee game. So she is clutch. She is coming off the bench, shooting 50% from the field and averaging 12 points a game off the bench. She's a bucket when you need it, and she don't mind taking the hard shot. Hey man, March Madness is going to be so fun, so much fun to watch. The SEC teams are probably going to eat each other alive in their conference because they have so much talent running around there. But it's going to be fun to watch nevertheless. I would love to see, I can't wait to see these teams in March Madness and then see these players during clutch time, because you most certainly know it's going to come down to clutch time in some of these games in March Madness. Most of these ladies that's on this list are on ranked teams, like Kailyn Gilbert and Aneesah Morrow is on LSU, which is ranked number 5. Tehina Cooper is on Tennessee. I think they're ranked about 15. Georgia Moore is on Kentucky, and Tehina PaoPao is on South Carolina at number 2. And you can never count South Carolina out. We saw on Sunday that South Carolina is just who they've always been. They're deep, they're ready to go, and you can never count on a Dawn Staley team. I'm a Tiger fan, and I know that. But I thank you guys for being here with me to count down our 5 clutch players in the SEC. Until next time, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm out.